The weight of grief sits heavy in my chest, yet there is a strange, compelling force that drives me to put quill to parchment. It is the whisper of a voice long silenced, urging me to record the truths entrusted to me. My grandfather, Ammon, a man of humble origins yet of extraordinary experience, has left this world, leaving behind a legacy of secrets that defy the understanding of even the greatest scholars of our time. As I sit in the dim light of my study, I can almost see him there, the lines of his face etched with the wisdom of a life spent in the shadow of mysteries. His voice echoes in my memory, a medley of stories woven with the threads of cosmic truths and ancient wonders.
Remember, Nefret,
he would say, his voice a soft rumble like the distant roll of thunder.
The stones are more than what they seem. They are not just the bones of the earth, but the skin of the universe, touched by hands not of this world.
These words, spoken in his final days, resonate within me. For years, I had studied the pyramids, those monumental structures that stood as silent guardians of our history. Yet, under his guidance, I learned to see beyond the mere stones, to glimpse the grand design that lay beneath. Grandfather spoke often of the Neteru-Seti, beings of immense power and knowledge, who had come to our world in ages past.
The Neteru-Seti, they chose a few among us, the stoneworkers, to aid in their grand designs. We were bound by an oath, a promise to keep their secrets, for these were not meant for all eyes.
He spoke softly, his eyes gleaming with a light that seemed to pierce through time itself. As I listened, I felt a shiver of awe. It was not just the knowledge of celestial alignments or the precise measurements that fascinated me, but the idea that our world was connected to something far greater, something that spanned the cosmos. Grandfather's stories painted the pyramids not merely as tombs or monuments, but as conduits of cosmic energy, resonating with the vibrations of the stars. One of the most profound moments came during a quiet afternoon, as the sun cast long shadows over his modest home. Grandfather reached out, his hand trembling with age and illness, to grasp mine.
Nefret, do you know why these secrets were kept? It was not out of fear, but out of love. Love for the world, and the knowledge that humanity was not yet ready to bear the weight of such truths.
I remember the intensity in his gaze, the way his eyes seemed to bore into my soul. It was then that he entrusted me with a map, a cryptic piece of parchment marked with symbols and lines that defied simple interpretation.
This map leads to a site yet undiscovered, a place where the answers lie buried, waiting for the right hands to uncover them. But remember, knowledge is a burden as much as it is a gift.
As he spoke, I felt a mixture of fear and exhilaration. The weight of this secret, this legacy, pressed upon me, and I knew that I was standing at a crossroads. Grandfather's passing left me with more than just memories. It left me with a responsibility, a choice that would shape not only my life, but potentially the course of history. The days pass in a blur, filled with the rituals of mourning and the quiet whispers of well-wishers. Yet, in the stillness of the night, I find myself drawn to the map. Its cryptic symbols call to me, a silent siren song that stirs a restless curiosity within me. I think back to grandfather's words, the way he spoke of the stones and the energies they harnessed.
The pyramids are not just tombs. They are resonators, amplifying the frequencies of the universe. The Neteru-Seti used them as communication tools, connecting worlds separated by unimaginable distances.
In his tales, grandfather spoke of his work on the Egyptian pyramids, an experience that filled him with both pride and profound secrecy. He described the meticulous process of aligning the massive stones, not merely to create awe-inspiring structures, but to establish a cosmic resonance.
When the time came, I was taken from Egypt in the dead of night and transported to a land far across the ocean. There, I was part of a hidden effort to create similar structures, each serving a unique purpose in the grand design of the Neteru-Seti.
The journey was perilous and shrouded in secrecy. Grandfather spoke of being transported by means that defied the understanding of his time vessels that moved across the ocean with a speed and precision that seemed magical.
We built the pyramids in Anahuac, not just as monuments, but as part of a network. Each site was a node in a grand communication system, bridging continents and aligning with cosmic forces.
As I pen these words, I find myself at the threshold of a decision. The map lies before me, its mysteries tantalizing and terrifying in equal measure. Grandfather's voice echoes in my thoughts, urging caution yet also urging discovery.
Nefret, the world is a vast place, full of wonders and dangers alike. The knowledge of the Neteru-Seti is a double-edged sword. It can enlighten, but it can also destroy.
His words weigh heavily on me. The responsibility of this knowledge, this legacy, is immense. To keep the secrets, as grandfather did, is to protect the world from truths it may not be ready for. But to reveal them, to unlock the potential of these ancient mysteries, could propel us into a new era of understanding and advancement. I stare at the map, its lines and symbols seemingly alive under the flickering light of my lamp. My mind races with possibilities, with the potential consequences of my actions. If I pursue this path, I could bring about great change, but I could also unleash forces beyond my control. Grandfather's recounting of the stepped pyramids in Anahuac has left a mark on my soul. He spoke of the careful alignment with celestial bodies, the purpose behind the stepped design, which was to amplify and direct cosmic energy in ways that were both powerful and precise. The map lies open on my desk, a silent testament to the legacy left behind by grandfather. I can almost feel the weight of his hand on my shoulder, his voice guiding me, even in death. The decision before me is daunting, yet I cannot help but feel a pull towards the unknown, a desire to explore the secrets hidden within the ancient stones.
I was the last stone whisperer, but perhaps, Nefret, you are destined to be the next.
As I stand at this crossroads, the map's lines and symbols seem to blur, merging into a single path forward. I know that whatever I choose, it will shape not only my destiny but potentially the destiny of our entire civilization. The truth lies waiting, buried beneath the sands of time, and the key to unlocking it rests in my hands. I take a deep breath, feeling the weight of the decision before me. The words of grandfather echo in my mind, a final message from beyond the grave.
The truth, Nefret, is a precious thing. Guard it well, and choose wisely who you share it with. The world is not always ready for the knowledge it seeks.
With a steady hand, I trace the lines of the map, committing them to memory. The symbols, once cryptic, begin to take shape in my mind, revealing a path to the undiscovered site grandfather spoke of. A place where the legacy of the Neteru-Seti and the true purpose of the pyramids lie waiting to be uncovered. As I stare at the map, the final words of my grandfather linger in the air, a whisper of ancient wisdom. The choice before me is clear, yet the path is uncertain. The future, as always, is a vast and uncharted territory, filled with both promise and peril. And so, with the map as my guide, I stand at the threshold of discovery, ready to step into the unknown. The legacy of the last stone whisperer is now mine to bear, and with it, the power to shape the future of our world.